Welcome to Vivid English Avenue, where we learn English through powerful stories that change the way you think and speak. Today's story will grip your heart and grow your English skills. Let's begin. Long ago, in a beautiful ancient land filled with golden deserts and lively cities, there lived a hardworking merchant named Tariq. Tariq was a good man with a kind heart, but he was known by his friends to be a little bit forgetful. His mind was always moving fast, thinking about 100 different things at the same time. He worried about his family, he worried about his money, and most of all, he worried about his business. One early morning, before the bright yellow sun even peeked over the tall sand dunes, Tariq walked into the central animal market of his village. He had saved his money for 5 long years. Today was a very special day. Tariq was going to buy donkeys to start a delivery business. He walked through the noisy, crowded market, looking carefully at all the animals. Finally, he found a farmer selling a group of strong, healthy, gray donkeys. And Tariq counted out his heavy gold coins and bought exactly 9 donkeys. He was incredibly proud. 9 donkeys? This was a true fortune. He tied a long, thin rope to the neck of the first donkey, and then tied the next donkey to the first, creating a long, straight line of 9 animals. They wore little brass bells around their necks, and when they walked, the bells made a lovely musical ringing sound. Ring, ring, ring. It was the sound of success. I must take them to my home in the next town, Tariq said to himself, smiling broadly. I will be the most successful merchant in the entire valley. The journey was long and dusty. The path went straight through the vast, empty desert. For the first 2 hours, Tariq walked happily at the very front of the line, pulling his 9 donkeys behind him. He loved feeling the warm morning breeze on his face. But as the morning turned into noon, the desert sun became intensely hot. The golden sand felt like burning fire under his leather sandals. Tariq's legs began to ache, and his feet felt as heavy as stones. I have 9 strong donkeys, Tariq thought, wiping thick sweat from his forehead. I am the owner of all these animals. Why should I walk in the boiling sun when I can ride? Tariq stopped the line. He walked to the first donkey, which was the biggest and strongest of the group, and he climbed onto its back. Ah, this is much better, he sighed with relief. He snapped the reins, and the line of donkeys began to move forward again. Tariq sat comfortably, swinging his legs to the rhythm of the walking donkey, listening to the pleasant ringing of the brass bells. After a few miles, Tariq's natural worry began to creep into his mind. The desert was a huge, lonely place. Sometimes wild animals or quiet thieves hid behind the large orange rocks. I am carrying my entire life savings in the form of these donkeys, Tariq whispered to himself, looking nervously at the empty sand around him. What if the rope broke? What if one of the donkeys wandered away into the desert while I was not looking? I must count them to be absolutely sure they are all safe. While still sitting on his large donkey, Tariq turned his body completely around to look at the line of animals following behind him. He raised his right finger and began to count them out loud. 1, 2, 3. He counted carefully, pointing at each gray head. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tariq stopped. His heart skipped a beat. He blinked his eyes and counted them again. Slower this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 donkeys. Panic hit Tariq like a bucket of ice-cold water. 8 donkeys? He shouted, his voice shaking with terror. Where is the 9th donkey? I paid for 9. I left the village with 9. How could I lose a whole donkey in the middle of a flat desert? Tariq's breathing became fast and shallow. He imagined a thief running away with his valuable animal. He imagined the donkey lost and thirsty in the endless sand. Frantically, Tariq threw his leg over the animal and jumped down onto the hot ground. He ran up and down the line of donkeys, checking the ropes. The ropes were perfect. None of them were broken. He climbed up a large rock beside the path and put his hand over his eyes to block the bright sun. He looked to the north, he looked to the south, he looked to the east, and he looked to the west. There was nothing. Just miles and miles of empty, shimmering sand. "This is a disaster," Tariq cried, pulling on his hair. "I am ruined. I am the most foolish merchant in the world." Feeling completely defeated, Tariq walked back to the donkeys. With tears in his eyes, he stood in the sand and decided to count them one last time to accept his terrible loss. He pointed his finger at the line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then he pointed at the big donkey standing quietly at the front, the one he had been riding. 9. Tariq froze. His mouth dropped open. 9 donkeys. He counted them again. Yes, there were exactly 9 donkeys standing in front of him. A huge wave of relief washed over him. He laughed out loud, wiping the sweat and tears from his face. Praise be to the heavens. Tariq smiled. The missing donkey has returned. It must have wandered behind a rock, and when I stopped to look, it quietly joined the line again. Yes, that must be exactly what happened. Feeling very lucky, Tariq climbed back onto the first donkey. I will not let them out of my sight again, he promised himself. He rode for another hour. The steady walking of the donkey, the hot sun on his back, and the soft ringing of the bells made him feel very sleepy. His eyes began to close. But suddenly, he woke up with a sharp gasp. The donkeys. I must check the donkeys. Tariq quickly turned around while sitting on his donkey and pointed his finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. His heart stopped. 8 donkeys. Again. No, 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 Tariq screamed, throwing his hands into the air. This desert is cursed. This desert is full of magic. The spirits are stealing my donkey and bringing it back, just to play games with my mind. He jumped off his donkey immediately. He ran around in circles, checking the sand for footprints. He checked behind every small bush. He counted the animals again while standing in the dirt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Tariq fell to his knees in the hot sand. He was completely confused. When he walked, he had 9 donkeys. When he rode, he only had 8. It was a terrifying mystery. I will never ride again, Tariq declared, grabbing the rope and walking on his aching feet. It is better to have tired legs and 9 donkeys than to rest and have a magical desert spirit steal my wealth. A short while later, Tariq saw a man riding a camel toward him. It was his old friend, Hakim, a wise man from his village. Hakim saw Tariq covered in dust, sweating, and looking absolutely miserable. Peace be with you, Tariq, Hakim called out, stopping his camel. Why do you look so terrified? Why are you walking in the boiling heat when you have a perfectly good, strong donkey right next to you? Tariq looked at Hakim with wild, tired eyes. Oh, Hakim, my friend, please help me. I am a cursed man. I bought 9 donkeys this morning. But whenever I climb on the first donkey to ride, one of my donkeys disappears into thin air. I turn around and I can only count 8, but when I jump off and stand on the ground, the missing donkey magically reappears and I have 9 again. The desert spirits are tricking me. Hakim looked at the long line of donkeys. He looked at Tariq's dusty face. Then, Hakim began to laugh. He laughed so hard that he had to hold his stomach. "Why are you laughing?" Tariq asked, feeling a little angry. "I am losing my mind, and you are laughing." Hakim wiped a tear of laughter from his eye. "Oh, my dear, sweet Tariq," Hakim said warmly. "There are no desert spirits here. There is no magic. Your problem is not a curse. Your problem is your own mind." Hakim pointed his long wooden stick at Tariq. "When you sit on the first donkey and turn around to count, you count the 8 donkeys walking behind you. But you completely forget to count the donkey that you are sitting on." Tariq stared at Hakim. He looked down at the big first donkey. He looked at the 8 donkeys behind it. He realized exactly what he had been doing. When he rode the donkey, it was invisible to his eyes, so he forgot it existed. When he stood on the ground, he could see all of them together. Tariq's face turned bright red with embarrassment. Then, a slow smile spread across his face, and he began to laugh at himself. He laughed loudly into the empty desert, realizing how incredibly foolish he had been. "Thank you, Hakim." Tariq smiled, climbing happily back onto his donkey. "You have saved me from my own blindness." This simple folk tale carries a powerful and deep truth for all of us. How often in life do we panic, stress, and search frantically for something we think we are missing? We look outside ourselves for happiness, for solutions, for love, or for peace. We think our lives are incomplete, constantly counting the things we do not have. But just like Tariq sitting on his donkey, we completely ignore the blessings and the answers that are already carrying us. Before you search the horizon for what is missing, remember to appreciate what you are already sitting on. Sometimes, the solution you are looking for is right in front of you, or right underneath you. Now, let's quickly learn 5 powerful words from today's story to improve your English vocabulary. 1. Merchant, noun, means a person who buys and sells things to make money. From the story, Tariq was a hard-working merchant who saved his gold coins to buy animals and start a business. 2. Frantically, adverb, means doing something in a fast and nervous way because of fear. From the story, when Tariq thought his donkey was missing, he jumped off and searched frantically in the sand because he was terrified of losing his money. 3. Curse, noun, means a magic spell or bad energy that brings terrible luck or trouble. From the story, Tariq thought a magical curse was stealing his donkey every time he sat down to ride. 4. Embarrassment, noun, means a feeling of being shy, silly, or ashamed because of a mistake. From the story, Tariq's face turned red with embarrassment when his friend Hakim showed him how foolish his counting mistake was. 5. Appreciate, verb, means to be thankful for something and see its true value. From the story, the moral of the story teaches us to appreciate the blessings we already have instead of only looking for what we are missing. To truly lock these new vocabulary words into your memory and improve your speaking fluency, please rewind this video right now and listen to the story one more time. Try using the shadowing technique. Speak the words out loud at the exact same time as the narrator to practice your pronunciation and build a natural English accent. If this story made you smile or taught you a valuable lesson today, please hit the like button, subscribe to Vivid English Avenue, and share this video with a friend who is learning English. Comment below with the word focus, so I know you finished the entire lesson. Keep practicing every single day, and remember, the answers you need are already inside you. See you next time.